Hi, my lovely spectators. Dee Dee here, and welcome to my studio. So, in front of us today is me having an idea to make something to put in journals that, was a little more tactile. I don't know. I'm just, I have an idea. I rolled with it. So, I'm going to just do it. I don't really have a prototype. I just have ideas. So, you can see in front of you that I have this little rectangle. This is a piece of foam core, so it has some thickness to it. It is approximately 3 inches by 4 inches. I had originally done it 3 by 5. That felt a little bit too big for what I was thinking. And so we're just gonna go. We're just gonna do, and I have all the ideas, and we're gonna try them and see what works and what doesn't work. So basically, what I want to do is I want to create a mini book, or it looks like a book, to put into a pocket and decorate the front a little bit to make it look like a book, leave the back open, and it still can be a writing spot, right? And maybe, that might be something that can work. I'm not covering the entire thing. If you wanted to make, I guess if you wanted to make something like this very 3D, a little chunkier, you could cover the entire thing and leave this open. So I tried to ink this up. So I have a few. I already did some inking. So the edges are inked. Well, this one I don't think is. This one's inked over here. I didn't have to ink the back of where the spine is. So this is scorched timber. This is tea dye, and the rest are frayed burlap. So it gives us some patina to the pages that are not really there, but we want to make believe that they're there. I found some washi tape that I'm going to use as the spine cover of the book. So we're going to have to add a little bit more adhesive to it. So that's going to be what I'm going to use. I have a number of different, well, I have two that I can access. I also have regular washi tape. I chose this because it's fabric and it would play more into the book feel. So we'll play with those two. And yeah, I think that's it. 1 second. I think I found, nope. Nope, that's all there is to it. That's all she wrote. Okay, so we're gonna need some foam core. I mean, you can pick up a huge, gigantic sheet like in a Dollar Tree for like what, $1? Who knows, $1.50 now. And like I said, I think it's like 22 inches by 28, maybe even a little bigger. But that said, plenty. I have this. I have a pokey tool. Not sure why I have the pokey tool. Just in case, I have a stylus, kind of a bigger head on it, and I've got some stickers. I've got some of my labels with some stamp stuff on it. These guys, I have some of this fake lace and stuff. So, and there was another thing, but I cannot find them, which was the inspiration. So it's driving me cuckoo. Anyway, let's get right to this. So what I want to do is I want to put out some washi tape onto my mat because I am going to have to add glue. I said that it was 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna clean. Ooh, no bueno, no bueno. I'm gonna clean that up. Okay. Let's do one. Let's do one. Let's do one. See how it goes. So let me cut it down to 4, the way that I expect for it to be, right? So I thought it would be cute to have a journal inside of a journal or a book inside of a book inside of the journal. So that's what came to mind, and so I figured why not attempt that. I've seen these books being, these little books being made by people who do what is it called, oh my, they do the book talk, like they have their channels are about reading books and stuff. So I've seen it here and there, and so I was like, why can't we incorporate a cute little book into our stuff? So that's what I'm trying. You guys tell me whether or not this is worth the effort. So let me just put some arc glitter glue down. I think about that much. Okay, I guess I do not know how to measure because I'm like way off. Oh, I'm like an inch off. No bueno. Let me get rid of that. That's what happens when you're yapping sometimes, right? You kind of go off. And so I don't want to lose this, but where am I? You know, I'm going to stick it on the back of this packaging and it'll be there. And one day I'll see it and be like, oh, I could use this. Okay. I think I need to straighten you guys out a little bit more because I'm like, want to be close to myself to be able to line things up. Okay. So let's see here. I'm going to just approximate this there and around. So I'm trying to see if they match up to the front and the back. If they don't, I mean, if it's pretty close, you know, hey, whatever. But if they don't, you know, it's not a big deal. And maybe like a really big spine. Oh, that's pretty good. All right, so this tape is not digging this. So we need some glue. So we're gonna glue that over here. Okay. So I'm a little off for my first go of this little book here. So we're gonna take a pair of scissors, clean that up there, clean this up over here, clean this up right there. Okay, there we go. We have a book. Boom, we're done. Video off. No, we gotta make it look pretty. I have a little coffee next to me. Okay, so the washi is all over collage, kind of, right? I believe it's 49 at Market. So you pick whichever side you kind of feel like you want to be the front, right? The next thing that you I'm gonna make the most simplest one is maybe you just need a book plate. So I just pulled out some of my labels that I had stamped with anything. Seeing if I could find one that looks the part, which is this, meaning it looks, you know, the horizontal. So what I will do is knock it down with some tea dye. I'm just gonna knock down the white a little bit. Maybe I could have used hickory smoke or ice spruce to match the spine. Hindsight is 2020. But again, we are, you know, just going for it. So this would be like the most basic, I guess, of it. Maybe you think the book's plate is a little too big, okay? And that could be the case, okay? So we're gonna do that. And the one other little detail that I do want to do, so I'm gonna line this up to about where this is like almost even on both sides. I'm gonna put my little thing here and I want to take this guy and I want to kind of dig it down. You know how that spine has that little divot? Kind of want to see if that's gonna, you know, help with the effect. I mean, up close, I think it does. Let me do it on the other side for consistency. And again, somewhere around there, I would say. Maybe a little bit over. Okay. Okay. So there we go. I have my first little book that can go into ephemera. My first little piece of ephemera book that can go in there. And since, you know, it's black, you may say, oh, they're not going to write on it. You could, just to like let them know, heads up, right? You could write something on the back, do a little something. I mean, you know, we could, I don't know, just, you know, something like that. That doesn't look that much like a thing. It could be that somebody, you know, was scanning the books, but it'll give them the idea that they could use a white pen to write on the little booklet. So yeah, so that's one. Let's see how many we can do. I don't know. I mean, whatever supplies I got here, right? So we'll change it up as much as we can. There's other ways we can change it. So let's take another little book. Let's see here. I have a couple of labels that are way, way, way too big. And the red label is the only one that I have that's small. See, that's really irking me, but I'm gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. So let's put the tape down again because we're gonna have to reinforce it with what do you call it? Let's see if I can get it right there. Okay, because I'm gonna clean it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, measure twice, cut once. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're talking about right here. Okay. Hold it down so that it doesn't ruffle up like it did before. Ooh, my nose. Oh, itchy all of a sudden. And we're going to now apply the spine. And again, we're going to need to add some adhesive because this is not that sticky. It's meant to be removable. Plus, it's been in my stash for a minute, so it's probably on the older side, you know, and maybe the fabric washi, instead of getting more sticky where you can't even manage it, it gets less sticky. Okay, so let's see. Put it up there, down to here. So it doesn't look quite straight. There we go. To me, that looks straight. I'm just gonna eyeball it, right? It's not straight because you can see it's bigger. Just move it over a little bit, and then we're going to fold it over, make our spine. Okay. Oh, my nose. Sorry, my apologies. Did not realize I was sniffly. Okay, so we've got our second book, so we can clean up what we have to clean up. Down here, a little bit. On the other side. And then... Okay. I think the biggest deal was to cut the foam because you really need a big table to be able to get the foam cut the way that you want. Let's add the spine detail. So I'm gonna make the spine detail about here. Okay, just a little push it in, and there we go. Turn it over and do the other side. And then we'll decide which side is the front. Okay. All right. So we've got our nice little book, right? And so what can we do next? Well, we can put another book plate. So I have these black labels that are like way too big. And that's okay. I also have these yellow ones that are a little smaller. Let me see if I can find something that is not written so weirdly and stuff. I'm gonna, like, you know, use what you got. Use what you got. They sell, I have, and I'm banging myself in the head because it's like, this was the reason why I got some book plates from Temu. And of course, you know, me thinking they were going to be book plates, they were like book plates. And for the life of me, I cannot find them. So I'm still going to do the video because it's in my head. And until it gets out of my head, I'm not going to sleep at night. So, Jesus. I was just like, I'm going to just take another little color. But, yeah, it's not working out. Okay. I'm gonna take this blue one. I'm gonna cut that, and then I'm gonna cut it as straight as I can there. It's already aged. It's a little crooked. I get a little sliver more. Okay. Yes. I'm hoping this video works out because the last 2 times that I did videos, I had a hard time and they didn't go where they had to go. So I was kind of upset and stuff like that. Okay. So you could keep it, you know, just simple that it looks like a book, right? the book plate on it, right? So we did that, and we did like, oh look, there you go, so they can know that they can write it. So we've got two really simple ones. You know, stick them there, whatever. There's not much to them, but we could, you know, dress it up. We could make it a little more fancy. So let's go ahead and do something like that. Let's go back to the excuse me, let's go back to the gray, and we're going to again get the 4. 1 2 1 2 3 4. Right, 1 2 3 4. And get my blade out. Okay. If you want to make the book look old, you could, you know, distress the edges and stuff like that, right? So that we can give some texture that the book is old. Inking it, maybe with the oxides might work. I don't want to take a chance right now, but just like, it's, you know, we just make it look a little bit like an older book, right? Let's go back to putting on this. This is straight. Look straight. Okay, so let me put this down. Okay, and we're gonna get that on there. Okay, I'm short or I'm crooked. I'm crooked. That's okay. That's the back. Excuse me. So I glue the other side. I'm gonna lift up this side that doesn't have the art glitter glue, and I'm going to go like that. Okay. Now, if it bothers you that this little piece is not perfect, we could just take a blade, cut it off, and then ink it back up. So let's do that. We're going to take the blade like that. Just so you can see, it's very easy to cut foam. It cuts like butter. And so that's done. It matches, and we'll just take whatever ink we have right here. I think it might have been the same one. Yeah, actually, by coincidence. And just ink that up over there, right? So you could ink also the washi, because remember this one we janked up the side, so we're making it, try to make it look a little older. Okay, we're going to do our little spine. Okay, so put it here. We're gonna take our stylus, gonna go like that to get our spine. We're gonna turn it over to get our other side of our spine. Trying to use my mat to kind of line up where the stylus needs to run. Okay, so excuse me, what could we do to make this look different than any other one? Well, let's see. I have ideas. Let me see if I can find what I'm looking for. I'm looking for another ball that's not as big as this ball is, right? This one is too small for what I'm thinking. And what I'm thinking is that we're just going to make this, it might be too big. Let me see. Maybe this one. Yeah, that one's a little bigger, right? We're just going to go like this. Not too hard because we don't want to break the paper, which I just did, but you know, that's okay. We're making an old book, right? And what if we just went like this? And we turn this around and we go like this. And we make it have some inlay. You know? So we've decorated like it has a little inlay in there. It's not 100% perfect because, you know, hey, it's an old book. This is an idea, you know. It might not be your cup of tea. You may not think that this is worth the effort. But hey, we try new things. We show new things. Okay. Just reinforcing it a little bit with my nails because my wannabe nails. Just to add to that a little bit aged and crusty, whatever. Here I want to add the black piece right here. So again, I'm just gonna go in, grab a piece of my black label. Okay, I do not like it this wide, so I'm gonna cut it down somewhat, and I could just put that little book label right there, and I am gonna ink it up. Okay, so you know, try different things. If you want to try to make yourself a little book to put inside the journal, then you know, that's cool, right? So we have that. It's crooked. Let me let me try to, oh crap, I think it's really sticky paper. Oh no. All right, you know what, we're gonna leave it there. If it was straight, then you can maybe even go like this to emphasize the book plate, since you're doing the inlay kind of situation, right? Just be careful about how far you deep it down, right? That doesn't bother me. The thing over here, I'm just gonna freehand this time so that it has it on the back as well. Okay. And that's why I distress the edges, because you know, this using a stylus on the foam is so, like, as I say this and I make a really nice one, right? It you know, depending on the pressure, I mean, this is going to be something that you got to learn, I guess. Whatever. And again, I'm just going to be like, whatever. Maybe you put your initials. Maybe I should have done that for my initials. So here's another little book, right? If I want, ooh, I'm going to make another little out here to emphasize it a little bit more. Right? There we go. Yeah. So, got this kind of a book. So we've got down to 3. So 2 really basic new kind of books, a little bit of an old inlay set. And now let's make one that has a little more fun. And so we'll take another little book plate. And we have these stickers that I have from Temu, of course. And so these are stickers that look like lace, and we are going to use some of those. Let's see, what else? I think I'm gonna do a blue one, right? I'll do a blue one. So I'm gonna again get my 4 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4. My ruler. Okay, it's a little off. Let me go a little past 4. Okay, got our little past 4. Okay, and then we're going to pick an edge. I think I'm going to do this edge here. Checking to see if it looks straight. Okay, yeah, a little off, but that's okay. We'll fix it as we go to glue it. So I'm going to lift this side back up. Let's glue this side. Add some art glitter, unless your stuff, if you're trying this and you think this is a cutesy item, excuse me, then maybe your washi fabric tape is more sticky than mine is. So, and another little bit of glue. Okay. All right, so now we have one that's got the blue. Let's do this. You know what? I'm not going to do the spine on this one because this is a junk journal. So how do I make that look like a junk journal? Well, we can put some sting on the front, which I think we'll just, you know, take a piece of music paper or whatever. So let me grab. Music paper on this size might be a little too big, but we're going to do that anyway, right? Just to give us the vibe. I'm not going to do it on the back because the back is going to be left for writing, right? So we're going to do this because it's a junk journal. So we're going to do that. And we're going to put our little piece, you know. Didn't ink it, which is fine. It's good. It's all good. And we're gonna glue that down, right? And then what we're gonna do is we're going to put lace on the edge like we do when we do our, you know, a lot of times when we do the journals. So this is our junk journal one. Okay, if I can get the sticker off the plastic. Where's our little, I don't know how to do that. Some of you that use the like a pointy piece, I don't know how you do that. I can't. I don't know. No happens for me. No. Is it? Did it separate? Oh man. There we go. Oh, it's a brown lace too. Okay, so we're going to put the lace on the edge. Now, I don't want to hang it over because we're not going to chop the lace off. But the clear plastic is hanging over, so I'm going to chop that off. Excuse me. Ooh, I'm like froggy today. Apologize. Okay, so here we have our lace on the edge of our journal. And all of those little clear plastic things we're just going to get off because they're just going to collect dust because they are sticky. And yeah, so here's our little junk journal one. And just to add a little something, you know, we can just decorate it. Let me go grab let me see. Grab a flower or something, maybe. Oh no, you know what? Let's grab a mushroom. Let's grab a mushroom. What is this? That doesn't belong in here. And that's a bugs. So no. Let's grab a mushroom. Let's see. Let's just, because, you know, we love our mushrooms, right? There we go. We're going to put the mushroom. Or do we want to put, like, a little black one so it's not so in your face? I think they have a little bit bigger. So this is just a mixture. Oh, I like that better. The black and white. I like the black and white better. There's a little folio that I put, you know, made one time. And just all my mushrooms are in here. Okay, so we're gonna stick this mushroom on here. So gonna try to hit the glue on the darkest areas because this is vellum and glue will come through vellum. So that's my little thing. We're gonna put that little guy right here. Okay. And here we go. We have our junk journal version of a little book. Right? A junk journal version. Oh, it's so cute. I think it's cute. I think it's cute. What do you guys think? I wish this was white. Shouldn't I have been so lazy and I should have looked for white? There might be. Is there white in here? I don't think there's white. I don't know. Excuse me. I turned it over a couple times. I didn't see any white. So yeah, so here's our junk journal version, right? So you see that the vellum is bubbling up. That's okay. I need a little bit more there because that one has to go down. So we've got, you know, some plain journals, right? Ledgers. Let's call them ledgers, right? They're like ledgers. We've got two ledgers, right? We've got this old book and we've got our junk journal book. And let's just make a little fancy book. So how am I going to do that? Well, we still have the same washi tape. Let me see if you know what? There has to be something else that I could use. I'm using the fabric one because it will... No, stick with the fabric. Why keep going over there and taking away from you guys? I don't know. I'm so sorry I left you. Yeah, just gonna stick with this. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's my ruler? Oh, right in front of you. That's where it is. Yeah. So 4. And I think for this one, I wanna also maybe trim down a little bit to change up the spine a bit. Okay, so I'm gonna take off. I want to take off 1/4 of an inch, but I don't think that's gonna. I'm gonna take off a 1/2 an inch, and hope for the best. So we're taking off a 1/2 an inch. Okay, so we're gonna use this part here. All right, let's grab our little book, and we're going to attach the spine, the book cover spine. Again, I'm using this. You use whatever you want. Okay, I just want less of a spine on the front. So we're gonna get a little fancy. I think that looks good. Right? Is that good? Yes, that's good. Okay, so now I'm gonna bring this over. I don't know why I do that. Like, why would glue sound like that? All right, we're gonna look. We're gonna see which side. It's a little crooked. It's a little crooked. I'm gonna try to move it around with my fingers and get it a little more, not so crooked, more straight on the front. And then, yeah. So lucky that the fabric washi is not as sticky, but also that and I use art glitter glue, but that lets me have a little movement time. All right, it's not perfect, but hopefully we're gonna make this a fancy little book, so we'll have other stuff to distract us, you know. I wanna. Okay, so yes. All right, these things are stuck here. Let's get rid of that. All right, so this time I'm gonna do the spine. I'm gonna use the smaller ball this time because we have a narrower piece of fabric here. So let's do that here. Okay. Is this the smaller one, or am I? No, it is the smaller one. I'm like, am I going crazy? Because it feels like it's the same. All right, it's a little off, but that's all right. It's okay, no problem. Okay, so here we have this guy. And what we're going to use is going to be some of these. So these are little corners, or at least one corner, because I bought these again, Temu, right? And they were supposed to be like corners. But it's like you have this corner, but where's the complementary other corner? That's what's annoying, because there's no bottom corner, if that makes sense. Like there's nothing to put down here so that there's a corner over here. Not even in another color. Like they're all top two. So that was a fail on a Temu side for that, because I can't put this here because the butterfly is upside down. But we're gonna put one, and we're gonna just, you know, decorate it any old way that we like. Okay, trying to get the sticky off. Okay, okay. I'm gonna put that up here. I'm trying to get it to the edge as much as possible, but not off the edge. That's off the edge. Move it back. Okay, here we go. All right, there we go. Oof, oh, well, that's a little off, so bye-bye, little piece. Okay, so we got that. We may say that that doesn't go with that, but hey, it is what it is. Working with what I have here, upset that I can't find the other thing and stuff. I could put this little book plate here, but I think I just want to put like something decorative here as well. I wish that I could put one of these guys on here, because that would have been nice, but that's not gonna work. So let's just find something that we can put there. We could also put, where's that piece that I cut off? Is it long enough? Maybe not. Where did it go? I don't know. It's probably way up in here because it's so tiny. I guess we could put a piece if we wanted to down here. Let's see. Do I like that? No, I don't. I don't like that. No me gusta. Is this white? No, it's not. Ugh. It's really upsetting me that these things are not white. Let's see. Oh, here's the little piece. No, but he's still too little. All right. You know what? Oh, was something else that I was gonna put. Yes, let me muss and fuss through my craft space, cause you know, if you've seen my little reel, then you know, you know, you know. Ay, ay. All right, I'll pause you for a second. Okay, I didn't find what I was looking for, but I found something. So these are from the Dollar Tree, and I was looking for specifically some photo corners. So they did have some photo corners in here, which is cool. I don't want to just put one and then be off, but I did see that they had these guys, which are the things that hold on to the books, right? So I think I'm gonna just use 2 of these to dress this up a little bit more, right? So it doesn't have to be perfect. Maybe you're like, that doesn't go, miss, that doesn't go. It's okay. I'm okay with it being a little weird, right? I'm just trying to make it like more ornate. More ornate. I might need to put glue behind there because it feels a little like it's gonna fall off. I like the idea of this door. I was feeling that, but it didn't go with this one, so couldn't use that. But no, I need to put glue behind this because they're falling off. But I still feel like this is missing something. It needs something here that I just don't have. I don't want to put a book plate. I could put another butterfly. I could find a butterfly and put it there just because. But it might not have the same vibe as that. So, I don't know. You guys tell me what you think, because I really do feel like it's missing something. Oh, you know what? Not this. There might be actually. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? No, not that one. Is it in here? Yes. They used to have like urns. Urns like that. I don't see an urn in here. Why don't I have an urn? I have a globe. I have suitcases. I got a bunch of other things, but I don't have an urn. Oh my god, that's horrible. Come on, let's see. Stick, stick, stick. I have a tea. No, no, no. I think the urn would have been cute to be there. I have a stack of books. Let's see. But it's too big. It's huge. It's a huge stack of books. Let's see. No. See, the suitcases were cute, but it's too big. The globe, but it doesn't kind of go with that. So, yeah. I'm sorry, guys, that I'm like now throwing off the whole flow. I thought I had my game down. I thought I was bringing it, and I guess I'm not. They have this little stack of books. I don't know. Does that go? They also have a little thing here. They have this. This is cute. I don't know. A book cover, a book cover, a book on the book. Not that. I don't know. I feel like I need something down there. All right, guys. I'm going to leave it be for right now because I feel like I need a butterfly there. And these butterflies are not going to work because they are not. Like, all right. So they're not working. Okay, let's keep going. We got one more little book to kind of create and decorate. I'm gonna look one more time. I will have these, but see, these are so much darker. You know. Here we go. Fussy cut. We're gonna make it work. Let's cut a little bit off there. We're gonna do this. There we go. Problem solved. I feel much better. How do you feel? Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. And yes, we're gonna put that right there. And there we go with the two things. Maybe something feels like it's missing. I feel like an oval, something oval would make it good there. I wish I had something like, if this was oval, but like something good, not that, then that would be like on the money. Oh, how about like this? Just because. Let's get funky. How about it's, oh, this one's stuck. Oh, it's a sky sticky. How about we do like that? Why not? It's just like an oval key, you know. This is a oh my god. This is the Book of Shadows. It's under lock and key. Anyway, listen, I'm having fun. So yeah, so you have this. So I guess you could make these little books thematic to whatever you're doing, right? And again, this time I'm gonna put my little initials, right? Because, you know, that looks worse than the little zhugga. So we got this. So we can pretty much do anything that we want to these bad boys, pretty much, and it would work. I think it'll work. I think they're cute. I don't, know how often I would make them, but I'm making 6 right now. So I kind of want to do this book here, another Book of Shadows kind of situation. But the spine being this gray color or the blue color is not, I don't think that that's going to work. So I need to find something different. Okay, I have this black, so let's do that, black on black. And here we go. For all the sticky that this thing acts like, right, it sucks. it doesn't stay stuck. So I know that for sure I need to put some what do you call it, glitter glue or whatever. I'll cut off the excess in a minute. Okay. Alright, there's that. And then let me lift this one up. Like you think, oh, but it's sticking, girl. No, it's not. I used it to stick something, to make a little container to like store stuff. Because, we buy enough storage, but then we also see boxes and we make more storage. So I did that, and then it just completely, how do you call it? It completely just started to peel off. All right, so this is the last one. It's going to be quick because, you get the idea, right? I just want to play and make this little funky medieval kind of one. All right, this is getting a little ugly over here. Okay, that's all right. And then this over here. Oh my God, learn how to use scissors. Jeez. That's like the measure twice, cut once. Like you trying to be slick with this one rips without having to get cut. And look what you did. You made a mess. All right, so we got that with the black spine. Okay, and we're going to let's do this little thing that I've been doing, the little indent. Let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna do it really close to the edge of that paper. Now I ripped a little bit, but I'm okay with that. And this one over here, it's all right. I don't mind it. I like this is the front better. So I think I'm gonna take this door. Oh, shoosla. And I'm gonna put this door in the center. This is the Book of Shadows. No, I don't know, like an old Bible or medieval book that has like all this knowledge and whatnot. So if it's old, I might want to, just do that little with my nails. Just mess up the edges because, it's been around forever. And, yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. A little bit of wear and tear, right? From being around forever. Of course, I won't do that on the back because people need to write. So, yeah, right on here. All right. Anyway, I don't know what happened there. It's gotten worse and worse. All right, guys. So this is another little book, right? Cool, cool. So we've made 6 books together. I don't even know how long this video is. It's not an hour. I know it's not an hour. So we got our medieval whatever history kind of book. Let's bring me down a little bit. Medieval history kind of book. We got the Book of Shadows. The Book of Shadows with the key on the front. This is your diary. We got an old book with the distressing on there. We've got 2 different ledgers. Maybe this is a ledger, that's a journal. I don't know. And then we've got the junk journal as a book. So yeah, so I think these are cute little ephemera pieces. I'm gonna put them in my stash. And yeah, so I don't know. Tell me if let me know if you try them out. Tell me if you think this is a crazy idea. You know what? Bringing something to the table, trying to inspire, get the juices flowing. Here's another little inspo, right? Because besides that, I was like, oh, wait, we could make little ones. So I made little ones. Same process, just smaller, and put them so that I could add them to the dangles on the sides of the journals. What? Isn't that so cute? Anyway, thank you for sitting with me and listening to me babble on, and hopefully you like something in this video. Give me a comment, let me know what you were thinking, and if you're new, please subscribe. If you're old, welcome back, and until next time, I will see you later. Ciao ciao, bye.